First and foremost, give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kokodash. Double to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well and who is worthy to be counted for double honors. Peace and salutations to you brothers out there pushing this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and full of the gospel. It's the brother Gabaria from the Indiana camp, coming back at you again with a sit down. This is gonna be as you see in a etymology of words, another installment. It's like trying to set up a little bit. Yeah, this is gonna be a etymology of words, another installment. Right now we have the word suffer. All right, and we're gonna go into it, get some scriptures and just show how the word suffer, how we all each single one of us, it's almost like a must. All right, so let's go into the word suffer. It says allow to occur or continue. It says refrain from hindering, fail to prevent or suppress. It says be made, undergo, endure. It says be subject to pain, death, punishment, grief, injury, or humiliation. It says bear, endure, resist, permit, tolerate, or allow. All right. To bear, undergo, endure, carry, put under. It says this is a compound sub meaning up or under. And it says infer. It says infer, to carry or bear. All right. And see, the thing about suffer, man, is in this truth, in this walk that we do, man, suffering is like a must. All right. This is what keeps us humble. All right. This is what makes sure that we always reminds ourselves that we are lowly. All right. And when you're suffering, you understand that what the Lord deals with us as children. All right. Let's get that right quick. All right. This is Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 5. It says slowing your brother, improving your performance, and it says Hebrews chapter 12 verse 5. It says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as children. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. You see, and when you're chastening or you're rebuked, man, what you're suffering. You see, it says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth. It says, and scourges every son whom he received. All right, let's look up the word chasteneth. It says to train a child to be instructed or taught, learn, chasteneth, chastise. It says to chasten with a blow or a scourge. All right. It says of a father punishing his child. All right. And when you get punished or when you're on punishment, you suffer. You see, it's something that you carry on. Or here it is right here. It says also to be undergo, endure, or subject to what? Pain, death, punishment, grief, injuries, or humiliation. You see, so when we get chastised, this is something that is part of our suffering. All right, but what in Hebrews the 12th chapter it says that we must undergo this because the Lord looks at us as children's. All right, let's look at the word scourgeth. To scorch. To flash, to scorch. So that's all they got on it. Yeah, it sounds like that's all what they got. Okay, let's go back. All right, it says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chastises and scourges every son whom he receive. It says, if ye endure chastising, Yahweh dealeth with you as sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastiseth not? See, so what if the Lord chastise you? What through whatever the Lord seemed fit for you to go through, He deals with you as sons. All right, because what father, listen, if your father really cares about you, He's gonna chastise you. He's gonna put hell on you in so many words to make sure you do what's right. All right. If you're doing what's wrong, if you're going down the wrong path or you're doing something that's not right, what the Father is going to do, He's going to correct you. All right. He might put you on punishment. He might beat your ass. He might take away your favorite game. It doesn't matter. Whatever the Father seems fit. You see, but it's not for your destruction. It's not for so you can hate the Father or you can be disdained. But what? It's for your betterment. All right. You're not looking at it at the moment. It's all for your betterment. So you have to undergo that punishment. You have to suffer in order to be a better version of yourself. All right. And usually the Father can see it in you. All right. When you're doing something that's not right, He can say, listen, you're better than this. I know you're better than this. So what? He has to put you in some type of suffering or some type of you have to undergo some type of pain in order to be a better version of yourself. And this is what the Heavenly Father sees in us. All right. So whatever we go through, whatever whatever tribulations or trials that the Lord sees fit, we must, that we're suffering or suffer, we must basically endure it. All right. It says what? Bear, endure, resist, permit, or tolerate, basically just take it. All right. And another thing is the word suffer also goes into the word is it patience? Let me see. Yeah, see, the word patience can go into the word suffer. It means what? Steadfastness, consistent, endurance, patience, steadfast, a patient, steadfast, waiting for, enduring, sustaining. All right, in which the word enduring goes into the word what? Suffering. So when you're patient about something, you're suffering for it. Matter of fact, boom, it said it right there. Definition 1. It says in the New Testament character, it says a man who is not swerved from this deliberate purpose or his loyalty to faith and piety by even the great trials and sufferance. See, so when you're patient about something, what if you're patient about something, what you're suffering it. You see, matter of fact, the Lord said what? Let me see, can I find it? It's in the book of Revelations as well. Yep, here it is, Revelations 3:10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, because what you suffered it, you undergoing, you endured, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the whole world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You see? Because we suffered for this truth, because what we endured it, guess what? The Lord's going to keep us. The Lord's going to make sure we're straight. All right? So see, that's why suffering is a must, especially in this truth. All right? But you want to make sure you're suffering the right way. Scripture says what? Suffer not as an evildoer. So what? You're gonna suffer because you're an Israelite, but you want to make sure you want to suffer the right way. You want to make sure you suffer in righteousness. All right? Here, what does it say right here? It says the meaning submit meekly to, It says to undergo or submit to stress, affliction, pain, or death. All right. And we got to understand that when we're suffering, or when we do suffer, we have to make sure we're doing it in righteousness. All right. I'm not talking about you go out there, you steal a car and you get thrown in jail and you be like, yeah, man, I'm suffering, man. This is, I got hell put upon me. No, nigga, you fucking stole a car. What the hell? What the fuck? Talking about, yeah, man, I'm going through hell. Motherfucker, that was completely preventable. Or you go out there and you fucking get with all these women and 3 of them get pregnant and put your ass on child support and you talking about, yeah, man, I'm just suffering. Like, no, bro, what the fuck is you doing? You out there just being loose. You're not moving in wisdom. Now we gonna suffer, we gonna catch hell as Israelites, but it's another type of hell that we catch as in the truth. You see? And that's what we're gonna get rewarded for. The suffering that we're suffering in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. Probably should bear with me for a minute. I'm looking for some. Yeah, here it is right here. This is Romans chapter 8 and verse. I'm gonna get 15 for a year. Okay, I'm gonna get 15. This is Romans chapter 8 verse 15. It says, for ye are not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirits that we are the children of the Most High. All right. It says, and if the children, then heirs, and heirs of Yahweh, then joint heirs with Mashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. You see, and how did Yahweh Shah suffer, man? Well, did he come and suffer as an evildoer? Was he just out there just doing crazy shit and he was suffering? No. You seen the certain things that first of all, he got lied upon. You see, they lied on him. All right. They was bearing false witness. People was trying to trip him up in his words. All right. He was Yahweh Shah catch purity hell, but he all did it. He did it to be what? Glorified. And guess what? We're going to go through those same things. All right. Verse 18, it says, for I reckon that the suffering of his present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature walketh for the manifestation of the Son of God. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but the reason of him whom hath subject the same in hope. All right. So what, man? We're gonna suffer the same things as Yahweh suffered. You see, but guess what? The suffering is not gonna be compared to the glory. All right. Everything that we suffer now. Listen, it's matter of fact. What is that? 1 Corinthians 14. It's either 14 or 13. It might be 2 Corinthians. I get them mixed up. Yeah, it might be 2 Corinthians. Oh, it was 4. Okay, I thought I got, okay. 2 Corinthians 4. I thought it was 14. All right. This is I don't even think this is what I want. It says, for we cause faint not, though our man perish. Oh, yeah, this is it. This is 2 Corinthians 14 and 16. It says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet our inward man is renewed day by day. And the outward man is what? The old man, the man that we're supposed to be putting off. All right. And that's part of the suffering, because what? Still some of us have that outward man. Still some of us have that old man. And he dies daily. You see? He says, what? Though he perishes, us trimming him off. You see? But the inward man, our spirit, he is renewed day by day, and that's the one we're supposed to be feeding. That's the one we're supposed to be adhering to, the inward man. All right, that's just the one that's going to get the kingdom of heaven. All right, verse 17, it says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh us a far more exceeding eternal weight of glory. You see? So what? Through our suffering, through our light affliction, this is what's going to get us the glory. This is what's going to get us the eternal weight. All right. Just like how Yahweh had went through, he went through the suffering, and then eventually what? Now he's sitting at the right hand side of the Most High. All right. And now he's just waiting to come down upon the earth to get his glory. You see? And guess what? We're going to get the same amount of glory. But guess what? We have to go through the suffering first. All right. That's the deal. The deal is you do the suffering, then you get the reward. It's the thing in the workout community where it says what? You endure the pain and you enjoy the gains. So what? Right now we're enduring the pain right now, man. We're suffering. You see? So just like our Yahweh Shah suffered and he received his glory, we're gonna go through the same thing, man. All right. So right now, let's just endure this suffering. Let's bear it up. All right. And until we get our glory. So that's all I had. Lord willing, if this video was edifying for you brothers out there. Until next time, keep pushing, stay strong, and shalom.